Hey everybody, it came from Tubi. So Tubi is one of our favorite streaming sites, but they also have original movies, and it's our job to watch them. So this week, you may have seen it on TV commercials if you still have regular TV. It's R.L. Stine's Pumpkinhead, brand new for the spooky season. So we took a watch, and now we're going to tell you about it.
Hmm.
So the movie starts off with a man bun running through the cornfield. Man bun looks behind him and he sees a scary silhouette screaming in the. It sounds like a bug to me. The monster sounds like a bug.
It's just a
Uh,
generic horror, like screech
it's
or
kind of
like
like those bug noises, and then its hands pop up and carries man buns into the cornfield. Sorry, man bun, you're out of here. Or else die Pumpkinhead. Not to be confused with other Pumpkinhead movies. All right, we meet our final girl. Who's this little boy in the back?
does anyone die?
No, there's no
Well, then there's
final.
no final anyone.
Yeah, we meet our terrorized family. It's a mom and two sons, and one of the sons looks like a Dollar Tree Drake Bell. The other son is miserable because they moved and he didn't want to move. They're from New York, and he moved to this very California looking suburb that we're told is, I don't know, it has fall colors for some reason. The mom, she got this creepy vibe about her when she's talking to the older son. It's really weird and it bothered us.
The son started it.
Yeah, they're playing that game where you like name every band from the alphabet, or trying to every band that starts with the like next letter, and they're really into it, and
Is
they're
that
like,
a game?
that's a game. So they arrive. Look at that. It looks like California, kind of. And they get there,
Looks like Texas.
maybe. And they meet the local sheriff, and he's like, welcome. And she's like, here's my sons, Finn and Sam. Look at Sam. He hates it. He hates everything.
Dressed like Dustin from Stranger Things.
Yeah, he's got mom pants and little kid shirt. The sheriff's like, hey, you want to meet my daughter? And Sam perks up a little bit. And he's like, here she is, Becca. This is Becca, my daughter.
What did they give him? Sweets? Does he
Yeah.
have sweets?
Something from a bakery, and he's like, sweets. I forget what he says. He's like, sugar's bad for you, or something like
Did he give it to
that.
them?
No, they give it to him.
Why'd they give it to him? They just moved in.
I don't know. I'm so confused.
R.L. Stein doesn't make sense.
They're like, here, have some big city bakery.
No wonder I've never read Goosebumps.
And then Becca's like, hey, I like that game. I got past the hard level, and the kid's like zips up because he's ashamed. Why is he ashamed? Because he's playing like Super Nintendo games, I guess. He's ashamed of his retro gaming habit, I guess. I don't know.
His thing is being older than he is, but then look at that hat.
Yeah, he hates that he's only 13. Is he 13? I think he's
Yeah.
13. And Finn is about to be 18, like 2 more days, and he's like, "You're still 17." So they get in the house, which is already kind of unpacked for them. I don't know how they accomplished this, but um, they're like, "We got to go to the Harvest Festival. We're invited." He's like, "I don't want to worship veggies." And the brother makes a deal with him. He's like, "If you come to this, I'll let you go into my dorm room." And he's like, "Okay," and I get to stay the whole weekend. He's like, "No, one day."
He can't make that promise. What if he has a roommate?
I know. And then he's like, "Okay, but you got to give me some fake IDs." He's like, "I can't do that. I don't know how to do that." We meet not the Pumpkinhead because this thing doesn't really have a name, so I'll probably call it Pumpkinhead during the.
You can't have two pumpkin heads.
I'm gonna call it Pumpkinhead, even though it doesn't have a pumpkin. It's a scarecrow, man. So they get to the Harvest Festival. Everyone's worshiping veggies, literally. And the he's like, "This stuff's for kids," and the mom's like, "Guess I'm a giant kid then." Kind of
And he's like,
creepy.
"No, you're not. You're one of those ladies that those pumpkin spice lattes and picks apples."
He's very disgusted by this comic. It looks like he wants to throw up for some reason. So Sarah goes snooping around as a child would do,
And you
a
see this
young child.
diseased pumpkin,
Yeah,
this
sees a
gourd,
disgusting pumpkin. The pumpkin has like a face that pops up, and he's like, "Oh, what the heck?" But then he wants to touch it again.
a very Courage the Cowardly Dog scene because it's like, ah,
Yeah, and then he wants to touch it again for some reason. He's like, "I do want to touch that
I'm
face."
obsessed with it.
But then this man, oh, Mr. Palmer. Mr. Palmer is the owner of the farm. He pops up. He's like, "Don't touch my veggies." And he's like, "I'm sorry."
A Robert England look-alike,
He loves his
older.
he loves his gourd.
You wouldn't love that?
No, it's ugly. Beckett comes and saves them, and then she gives them the lowdown. It's like, "Hey, Mr. Palmer is a mean old man, but the town owes him everything because it was going to crap." And then he came and
He's not
renewed
really
the
mean. He's like grumpy. He's
yeah
like,
he renewed the fields. And he's like, "What? If he's so grumpy, why are we having a harvest festival over here?" And she's like, "Oh, he's okay once a year, 1 day a year." Finn gets really into the pumpkin carving. Look at this.
that's a pretty cool one.
He made a
He's like, oh,
pumpkin throw up. And
he's the only one though. I didn't see anyone else doing it.
no, the Palmer gives him the welcoming basket of veggies. They're like, "Yay!" And then he sees Sam, and he's like, "That's a bad kid."
You couldn't throw in a chicken or something? We need meat.
They talk more about, you know, because she introduces him again. And she's like, "Finn's a young man, a young strapping man, and this is my little boy, Sam." And sounds like he gets mad because I'm 13 years old. And he watches Palmer go to the shed and put his keys there, and he gets an idea. And his idea is to prove that he's a man, he's going to steal the pumpkin. And he gets an axe and he chops the.
Which every young man does to go into adulthood.
Yes, he's still a pumpkin. And he chops the pumpkin. He's like, "Come here, you stupid pumpkin." And he slices the
And it's got like an
pumpkin's
unnaturally strong stem because it's like
umbilical cord.
taking blows and it's
I
just
know.
bleeding.
And it's bleeding, and he hears like a scream. The Pumpkinhead guy screamed. So he goes back and he hooks up. They go back home and he hooks up
Like he's got a
his.
dinosaur on his TV. How is he not a child?
He goes home and he hooks up his Super Nintendo. The pumpkin's not doing too well.
It's a. Did you notice that it has like two shoulder buttons?
Uh-huh. I did notice that.
You did not. You didn't mention it.
It looks normal, but then he's like, "Hey, want a game?" And he's like, "You stole that pumpkin." And he's like, "You got to take it back." And he's like, "I don't care. I'm a man now." Palmer discovers his pumpkin's gone and he cries.
He's like my
He's like,
pumpkin.
"No." Then there's this graphic scene of the mom making salad, but the sound is like squishes and it's like ASMR or something like
It's
that.
like
Yeah, she's very graphic with this vegetables. So they sit down and they eat the veggie salad. They're like, "Oh, this is good. This is pretty good."
he's like this is just veggies. And then he starts talking about
The pop.
DoorDash.
Yeah, he's like, "You guys, they don't have DoorDash here. What are we gonna do during the apocalypse? We need food." And Finn's like, "You stupid idiot! They're not gonna deliver during the apocalypse." And she gives him this look.
Like you told him,
Yeah, it's like,
like a
"Ooh,
man.
you're so manly."
She's
Like,
very, they're very weird with each other.
yeah, it's very weird. We were uncomfortable. And they're like, "Hey, let's watch a movie." Sam's like, "Let's watch Aliens." And they're like, "Hey, no, let's watch The Long Kiss Goodnight." He's like, "You guys get the pick. I
You go
hate
to hell.
I hate that you're my parents."
I have a theory that she just claims that he's the brother, but he's actually her
What?
significant other.
They had a dad? It
That's
doesn't
that's just a cover up.
it doesn't say what happened to him. And then the sheriff comes and makes
Looks like he
this.
just smelled something. Oh,
He's like, oh. And he's like, "Did your Sam steal a pumpkin from Mr. Palmer? That's kind of not cool." She's like, "What?" So Finn goes and games with him, and they're having a good time. So I put this scene because Jared doesn't like when they show gaming in movies.
no one does. Have you ever seen good gaming on TV?
Because all they do is button mash. It's like it push every button. Yeah, it's just weird because everyone grew up with games by now, right? And kids play games. How come they don't know how to show it in a movie?
On movies, it's like the most interactive thing, even though it's not like a Wii mode. It's they're like
How come these controllers are wireless too for Super Nintendo?
they've had those, but it was for like the Switch, those Pro controllers. Didn't they have
So
an SNES version?
yeah. So Finn's like, you got to take back the gourd. Mr. Palmer wants it. And he's like, no, I don't care about people liking me. So Finn decides to take back the gourd. Rides by Pumpkinhead. Doesn't ride by him, like parks right in front of him.
Hmm.
And then he goes and he discovers that the gourd is band button. His head's in the back. So he freaks out. Ah! And then the vines attack him that were in that little pile. And they start pulling him and they hentai him in the face. Right in the face.
I guess that guy died. That guy from the beginning.
Yeah, his head's missing. Uh, I get, dude, Sam killed him. Because they pull. Oh, I can't spoil it, but we'll talk about it
Hmm.
later. Sam is a murderer. This guy got a tentacle to the face. And then the mom comes in and says, "Wake up!" She's like, "What do you want candy or do you want chocolate for the trick or treaters? What kind of options are that? what's what's freaking candy, man? Go with the chocolate bar.
That's what do you mean? What kind of that's the Halloween options. What else are you gonna do?
Who likes
Are you
candy?
the sick freaks that give out apples or something?
Sam just sleeps. He don't care.
People love candy.
People do love candy.
You're the only one that hates candy.
So Sam's like looking for Finn. It's like, where's Finn? Where is Finn? Uh, and Becca's like, well, his bike's missing. He probably went out early. And he's like, well,
He's so grown up. He's probably doing grown up things. I'm like, you,
yeah. And
Sam.
he's like, well, he left last night and he never came back. She's like, yeah, like a man.
It's
So they go to Palmer's house, and Palmer's like, you're not supposed to be here. Gotta go. And the mom's like, hey, got you your costume for Halloween. He's like,
I
that
got you this child's costume since you're a
it
child.
looks like Yo Gabba Gabba or something. And Sam's like, hey, my brother's missing. And they're like, brother, what the heck are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, he's gone. And they're like, they don't have no idea what he's talking. They act like he doesn't have a brother. So he runs and gets a picture of the family. But when he brings it back, it's the Back to the Future effect. The brother's missing for the picture. So Becca's like, yeah, come with me. I'll tell you the dish. And she's like, hey, every
No, Joseph, we're this is 2025. She spilled the
she
tea.
spills the tea. Do I have to say that?
Yes.
So she's like, hey, this is how it goes. Every kid in this town knows someone that disappeared, but none of the grown-ups know. Once you turn 18, no one remembers. He's like, that's messed up. I gotta get Finn. And she's
Didn't she
like,
have a sister that disappeared or
no,
something
I
like
don't
that?
think she did. She just knows someone. And then he's like, someone's got to be able to help us. And she's like, well, there is one man. And it is this man. And it's very unfortunate. Meet the comic relief, who's not very funny. He reminded me like a mixture of Dax Shepard and Jimmy Fallon or something. Jimmy Fallon. So yeah, he's not a very. He's the comic relief, but this scene was very painful to watch. But he gives him the background. He's like, yeah, Palmer he has some black magic going around with the field every time. He's got to like sacrifice a kid, and so you know, the fields will be green and stuff like that. And they're like, "How do you know this?" And he's like, "Well, I read a book." And they're like, "How come you didn't lose your memory?" And he's like, "Because I live off top ramen." And then he proceeds to eat it dry, which I know you can do. I've never seen people do that. And then he looks at this picture, and we can guess. Viewers could probably guess that was his sister. Okay, so they go back and they ask him, "Hey, if you're not going to help us, can you at least like distract the old man while we go and sneak for the book?" They gotta get the book. So he gets on the phone. He pretends he's the power company or something. Tells the old man to go look out in his field because they're having weird fluctuations. So they go into the house, and Becca's like, "Let's Scooby do this crap and split up." And he's like, "Good idea. Uh, I'll look for Finn. You look for the book." So the guy gets on his speaking spell, pretending it's a laptop. Sam's looking for Finn. He gets some slime on him. It's the Pumpkinhead. Ah!
Just
uh,
yelling at him.
so Becca goes into the house. She finds a trunk. She opens the trunk, and in it she finds this
That
the
is a happy Necronomicon.
the pumpkin monicon or something. So she's "This is mine." This is the Pumpkinhead guy's go-to move is to walk like this, and it's weird because he's slower when he's walking like this. Sam can outrun him for some reason. I don't know why. He's a little child with little legs, and he can outrun him. Old man gets back because the phone died, so he had no reason to
You don't
talk
know how
anymore.
fast pumpkin legs are.
True, I don't. Or scarecrow legs. Uh, Becca lets one, and so he knows she's in the house. Actually, just steps on some wood and it creaks, and he can hear it for some reason. So he goes up and he looks in the trunk, and he's like, "No!
It keeps stealing my stuff.
You're stinking kids." Pumpkinhead finally catches up to Sam, and he starts to give him the breath of pumpkin spice, the darkest spice there is. And then Rusty. Rusty is his name. Is that a name for an adult? Is there an adult's named Rusty?
Yeah, I guess.
Because once you grow up, don't you not become Rusty anymore?
But he become
I don't know. Just like Reynolds or something.
Rusty's like
Yeah.
a dog name. It's not a human name.
So he chops off the Pumpkinhead guy's head. And then Becca tries to escape with the pumpkin monicon, and the guy's like, "No, that's mine." He grabs it and
That's
takes
my
it back.
pumpkin Bible.
He takes it back.
He's old man Linus. He's like the
Yeah.
great pumpkin shall live.
The great pumpkin is coming. The day of the great pumpkin. And then so Rusty's like, "Come on, let's get out of here." He's got their bikes, so they're leaving, and then he like looks at Palmer, and Palmer looks at him, and he's like, "Rusty," and they know each other. And then we see the real Pumpkinhead, which is this Finn's face on a pumpkin.
He looks not like he's having a good time.
No, he's crying.
I guess it hurts to be a pumpkin.
So they get back to Rusty's, and they're like, "Hey, how do you know Palmer?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm the crazy guy everyone knows." So then he tells them the backstory. He's like, "I was a kid. Palmer was my dad. And one night I went to the barn when it was spooky, and my dad was in there and with my sister, and he turned her into the pumpkin
And then he
head,
shucked the corn
and then
and
he
he's
loved
like,
corn."
shuck the corn.
The man loves his corn. So his sister, like he was gonna sacrifice Rusty to be the pumpkin head, we're told, because he liked the sister more, but he got in the way, or she got in the way, and then so he had to sacrifice her, and Rusty like ran away and never forgave him, and grew up in his. I don't understand how he makes money.
Who?
How does he make a living? Rusty.
He doesn't. He lives in that trailer thing.
Where does he buy the ramen?
You said he bought it.
He just steals the ramen?
Yeah.
So they're like, we got to make a plan to get the book. And he's like, okay, I'll get my little booklet. And then Sam's like at home getting ready for the plan. And the mom's like, hey, you want to go watch a movie? And he's like, I can't, I gotta go trick or treating. But then he's like, can we please do it tomorrow? And she's like, it's a date, dating her son.
Because her real son that she dates is a pumpkin.
And they're about to leave, but the sheriff's like, hey, where are you going? Were you at Mr. Palmer's? And they're like, well, I was showing him around town. It's part of town now. And she's like, don't be a smart butt. And so he's like, he grounds her. He's like, you guys can't go trick or treating. And she's like, oh, dang it. Can we watch a movie on Tubi? And they're like, yeah. So he makes them some popcorn. They're watching Tubi, Jared. I want you to notice. Look at that. That's Tubi. It says in the corner.
The dad's like, you should watch Match or
They're watch.
Vigilante or whatever
They're
one we
watch.
watched.
Yeah, they're watching. This is product placement for their own product, Jared.
Watch Takeout, it's new.
They stop it for a commercial. Rusty's like, where is everyone? Um, so they're like, okay, we got a plan. Here's these trick-or-treaters. We're gonna give you all this candy if you do us a favor. And Sam's like, them? And it's like perfect. It's one Asian kid, one white kid. What else? What else could you want? And they're like, yeah, we'll do it for all that candy. Look at it, it's all chocolate. See, you would do that for that chocolate, man. You're not doing that for candy.
People
Candy
love
corn,
people love candy corn and those
Smarties.
sweet and with the sugar on it worms.
So then they right away, like they're Stranger Things or something. And then Palmer's just having a nice relax on his porch.
Him and his gun that he loves.
It's fall. It should be like a little cold out there, but it looks like a nice day. And then you see some fireworks. He's like, hey, calls the sheriff. He's like, where is your kid? He's like, oh, they're right here.
See, it is Texas. It's not cold during fall.
So he goes out to the field and he finds the fireworks. Rusty's got a gun and he blasts his head off. No, actually, it's a trank gun. And he tranquilizes him and it looks like he pooped and he falls down. They find the pumpkin monicon. It's like very out in the open. It's obviously a trap. Pumpkinhead has laid a trap for them.
Clever girl.
Clever girl, Pumpkinhead. So Becca shoots it with a. Sam tries to fight it with the bat, but he sucks because he's a little child. So Becca shoots it with the slingshot, and for some reason that distracts the Pumpkinhead. It makes him scream. And then they lock him in the basement with the chair thing. But he gets out, so they gotta hide behind the couch. He makes some kind of bug noises, walks around. She shoots the slingshot to make a distraction, so he runs the opposite way. They run, and Sam's one job is to get the pumpkin monicon, and he tries, but he knocks over the shovel, so the pumpkin head knows where they are. And he's like, I got an idea. And they see this freezer.
It's time for Pumpkinhead to cool off, he said, and
Standalone
then
freezer. Sam's not that cool. So Pumpkinhead sees the freezer and he thinks they're in there because the jacket's in there, and so he looks inside and they push him inside. He's like, "Wow!" That should be the end of Pumpkinhead. How's he gonna get out of there? Meanwhile, not Sam needs to go potty,
no, he's getting a drink.
so he's like, "Nice," because he tells him the bathroom's over there. And then the sheriff decides to have a heart-to-heart talk, and he's like, "I'm sorry I grounded you." And she just like, okay, because she can't talk because she's not her. So she just kind of looks at him, fist bumps him. Uh, Palmer wakes up. There must be a weak drink. And, Rusty's like, why did you do it? Why did you do this to your own kids? He's like, what are you talking about? They take the pumpkin monicon over to the pumpkin head and they start to read it. And the purple magic comes
This
out
is
like
why you never just read off the Necronomicon or the Pumpkinomicon.
the Nickelodeon purple magic comes out of there. And everyone starts remembering because they do the reverse spell. So everyone starts remembering, and he's like, "Oh no, what did I have done? What did I do to Lily?" At
They
the end.
undid what Doctor Strange did, and everyone remembers.
Oh, Spider-Man! What the heck? And then I was, "Oh no, I had an attractive teenage son out
I
there."
loved my son too much.
So she runs to the sheriffs and she's like, "Hey, I remember my son." He's like, "What
You're
are you
not
talking
my
about?"
son.
Yeah, and they're like, "Who are you?" And the sheriff's like, "You stay here. I'll go find the kids." So they get Finn out of the pumpkin, whatever that nest. Is
He
that a
just
nest?
poops out. Just
He's not awake yet though, so he's like, "Wake him up." The vines like grab the book from her, and she calls the cops. Actually, the cops call her, and they're like, "Hey, where's the sheriff?" She's like, "He's out finding my kids," and they're like, "Hey, everyone's kids are missing right now. We're all looking for them." Um, and then Rusty's like, "Why? Who? Why'd you do this, old man?" And he's like, "It wasn't me. It was him." Who could it be? It is the sheriff. So he locks up his own daughter, and then we see this is important because he gets loose because Rusty leaves to go help him, and he's still tied up. So he's a farmer. He has tools, farming tools. And the sheriff is here, and he's like, we need a sacrifice. So he's like, the old man wasn't strong enough to do this. So he gets Sam, and he's about to sacrifice Sam. And he tells his backstory. He's like, yeah, I told the old man it was just like a magic book, that it would help stuff, but I knew the secret. I had to do
I
something.
am one with pumpkins.
Rusty's running back, but he runs into Pumpkinhead. You gotta fight him. He starts using the Nickelodeon magic. And Becca's like, no, Dad, why? And then Finn wakes up and he tackles the sheriff. The sheriff's not very good because Finn, like, he's a big, strong man. So he's over here.
Well, so is Finn. That's why the mom loves him so much.
Yeah, Finn is able to. He chokes out the man, man.
The Man Man.
He just chokes him. He doesn't get up from this. Um, So Becca, she's like, "Oh crap, we only got like 2 minutes left to reverse the thing." Pumpkinhead is giving Rusty the old pumpkin spice when the dad comes and shoots the Pumpkinhead and saves Rusty, but then the Pumpkinhead turns on the old man and sucks the old pumpkin spice out of him. The mom drives up. Sam Finn and Sam are like, oh, Sam's like, hey, go help mom because they hear her scream and they know what she sounds like when she screams or something. So he's like, go help mom. I'll stay here to finish the curse thing. So they go out and it's three against one. It's Rusty and Finn and the mom against Pumpkinhead. I don't remember who kills Pumpkinhead. Oh, no one does.
No one
The
does.
spell like wears off because it's 12 o'clock and the spell wears off and he like
Is his heart only beating at 54 beats per?
90, oh, 50. Yeah, what the? That's pretty low for an intense scene. There, all the veggies. So she finishes this reverse spell. All the veggies dry up and get
He
nasty.
delivered a plague upon the
Yeah,
fields.
she brought back the plague like Charlie Brown. Um, and the pumpkin head guy, all his pumpkin spice like flies out of him and he's dead. He becomes one with the pumpkin spice. And then
He's got to go back to Starbucks where he was born.
the Pumpkinomicon gets sucked into a hole, and like the hole fills up, and I'm like, what happened? And Becca tells her dad that she's gonna go live with her mom. That's it. She got to leave town.
You don't know where the mom lives.
That's true. Why would she live in the same town? I don't know.
It's a small town. They don't
That's
got.
true. I apparently the plumber's dead because he don't get back up.
Doesn't he? I thought he got
No,
it up at the end.
no, he dead, man. He got
He's
pumpkin
just taking a
spice.
nap. He's old. It's like 12.
He pumpkin spice OD'd, man. He's gone. And then
And then her true love comes back.
the true loves reunited. Ben and the mom.
Yeah, he really looks like Drake Bell right there.
I know. And he's like, "Who are you?"
What's up, family? We killed the pumpkin. And they're
Yeah,
like,
he's all
who are you, little
cocky.
boy?
He's all cocky, and he's like, "We did it." And they're like, "What? Who are you?"
Who's this lost little boy?
Yeah, the sad little boy. And he's like, "What's wrong with you people?"
This isn't funny.
Turns out they were late. Remember how it showed it was 12 o'clock? They had to do it before then. They didn't. So everyone forgot Sam. Just because, but he barely got touched by the vines. I don't know how he got the curse, but he did. And he's all,
They were late.
we gotta find the book. And they're like, it's gone, man.
And Rusty like knows every. He's like, yeah,
Uh-huh.
you were late. They forgot you, but you still got us.
It's like a pumpkin hack or something. So that's the end of
So
our.
they're all homeless now.
Yeah. Well, I guess Rusty can move in there. That's his dad's house.
Is he not dead? I don't think he's dead.
He's dead. He never gets up. He inherited the house. That's the end of our story. That the child is forgotten. Becca has no dad.
Classic R.L. Stine.
Classic Arl. The lesson: never steal a pumpkin. I guess never steal your
Don't grow
veggies.
up too fast. That's the
Don't grow too
enjoy
fast.
the farm activities.
Do not eat the veggies. I don't know. Just it is a very weird one. Yeah, the movie just it reminded me of like Goosebumps when it was on TV. It looked like R.L. Stine. I mean, it's kind of hard to do horror for kids, but they tried. What'd you think?
Uh, I think speaking of child horror, the what is that book called? Where the sidewalk ends or whatever?
Yeah.
That one was pretty good for a kid's horror movie. This is just R.L. Stine and just kind of like it's, but like some of the Goosebump episodes were kind of creepy, and
Hmm.
then the other times they're just goofy.
Yeah.
This is like a goofy one,
But it
and then
did
the
remind you of Goosebumps, right?
yeah, and then the whole movie issues were like 10 minutes off. Like if 10 minutes didn't go by, they could have solved everything. And
Yeah.
it irritated the crap out of me because it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, it could have probably been an hour or a half hour show. It didn't need to be an hour and a half. Um, look at these poor kids. Devastated. Will we get another Pumpkinhead next year? We don't know. So, Jared,
Well,
oh,
no, you don't get sequels to the stories.
you don't?
You get a new story, fool. That's the whole point of R.L. Stein.
Um, the dummy came back a couple
There
times.
is some exceptions, but no one cared about those.
So, oh yeah, we were gonna give this a frozen dinner. Kid Cuisine has like special Halloween.
We already gave that out.
We did?
Didn't we give that out last time?
No. What was last movie?
I don't remember. Was
The last
that
movie.
what? Was that match?
No, last movie was Zatarans. Remember the
Oh
kid
yeah.
tarot card?
Did we talk
We
about giving the
Yeah, we gave you the Zatarans.
no, the kid cuisine? Because I remember
Oh,
bringing this up.
yeah, we were talking about it before this, and we're like a couple days ago, I think, and we're like, do they have Halloween themed kid cuisines? And that's what we're gonna give you. I don't remember what's in the kid cuisine. I think it's just like
Isn't it
brownie.
just scary shaped nuggies?
Yeah, something like that with brownies or something. So that's what you get. We've
If there's
watched,
ever a Tubi original animated movie, we should give it the Gusteau Frozen Dinners. That one.
dude. I think there is a to be animated original movie.
Well, even if it's bad, it gets that Gusteau's Frozen Dinners.
Okay, so we watched our spooky movies for the month. Which one was your favorite? You don't even remember the last one.
I don't favorite probably
Which was
Match.
Match was your favorite?
Yeah,
That was pretty
because it was
gross.
so absurd and like this was just kind of like yeah, that's Goosebumps. And
Yeah.
then the last one was just dumb, and
Tarot
it pissed me
Curse.
off that they didn't believe him even though everything was happening
I like Preston
exact
though.
exactly the way.
He was the best character. No one believed
And then he died the worst.
him. And then what was Takeout? They killed
Take it.
poor Harper, and she was the best
She
character.
was evil.
Yeah, I know. She should have came back as a bad guy.
Takeout was all right.
Yeah.
I'd
I,
say Takeout and Match were kind of equal for me.
dude, I'll go Tarot Curse and Takeout. Wrong. We agree
I
on
that Tarot Curse, man, it was like a terrible Final Destination or
I
something.
know. That's what kind of why I liked it. Okay. So next time, with the spooky month over, we go back to Tubi's other favorite category, and that is the domestic thriller with Dark Secret.
Yes.
Jared's pumped.
Look at that guy. He looks intrigued.
Yeah, he's like, knife, open shirt. I don't know. So, guys, if you like bad movies as much as we like bad movies, please subscribe to the channel, throw us some likes, and notify yourself for even more good stuff when it came from Tubi returns. Bye.